Welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today, I got some good news for you guys. Sean McVay confirmed that there are going to be some players that will play in this game that maybe some people didn't think were going to play. We'll get into it. Before we do, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Kick. In addition to that, just want to let you guys know that today's sponsor is BetUS. You can use YouTube150, the promo code, to get a 150% bonus match on your first deposit and 125% on your next two deposits. Use that code and be sure to bet responsibly with BetUS. All right, guys, so we did hear some news throughout the week. Obviously, we know Tyler Higbee left the playoff game abruptly. Everybody was freaking out because he was going off. 5 catches, 58 yards. Probably the best the offense had looked most of the season except for the Bills game. And Higbee suffered what Sean McVay is calling a little chest contusion. So he is going to go on Sunday. In addition to that, Alaric Jackson, also dealing with a chest injury, did show up at practice, was a participant. He is going to play. Ahkello Witherspoon with they're calling it a thigh injury, and Bobby Brown III with a shoulder are all expected to play Sunday versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And look, I'll tell you right now, with all the stuff that's coming out about the way this game's going to go, being 100% likely, having snow and everything, you're going to need all hands on deck, but even more so, you're really going to need Bobby Brown in the trenches. What he does, in the run game, I've said it before, doesn't get the counting stats. PFF doesn't give him the credit all the time, but this guy forces redirects. He forces the running back to take a little bit of a hesitation in his step and allow other guys to get there and gang tackle him. He is a plug in the middle of that defensive line. And so having him is huge. Having Ahkello Witherspoon is huge. This is a team that has A.J. Brown, who's one of the better receivers in football. And albeit, I don't believe he's super healthy because he's been dealing with a knee and wasn't really targeted in the Packers game and so forth. Actually had a rest day yesterday with the knee. I do think he is good, and I think they're going to need somebody on him. And the last time Ahkello Witherspoon was on A.J. Brown, he only gave up 1 catch on 2 targets for 12 yards and had an interception in the end zone. So Ahkello Witherspoon is going to be very key and critical. Bobby Brown is going to be very key and critical. So great that those guys are playing. Alaric Jackson, what can you say? Obviously, him playing at left tackle this year, is he the best left tackle in the league? No. Does he have his faults? Yes, but he's a good player. And, this guy is very, very important for the Rams and how far they're going to go. They need their left tackle. And that also means that the Rams' offensive line should be good to go, all 5 guys, which would mean this is only the 5th game this year that they have had a fully healthy offensive line. And in those games, they are 4-0 going into it. So that's something to keep in mind there. They're 8-1 when they don't have at least one of their offensive linemen out. So when they only had 4, they were 8-1, courtesy of my father. He brought that up to me, and I went and fact-checked it. But that said, in addition to that, Tyler Higbee, okay? Last time Tyler Higbee stepped into that Lincoln Financial Field, it was 2020, and the Rams had Jared Goff and the Eagles had Carson Wentz. But regardless, that was Higbee's one of his best games of his career, if not his best game of his career. Had 3 touchdowns against the Eagles in that game. So obviously, Lincoln Financial Field, he has had a lot of good memories, including 3 end zone celebrations from his own doing. So is Higbee going to do that in this game? I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be 3 touchdowns for Tyler Higbee. But I do think having Higbee back gives you a lot of hope for this offense. An offense that looked really good when he was there, but kind of just fell off a bit when he wasn't. So we're going to see how things go. All hands on deck. That's the way. My last video, I talked about the idea of now Laryl Murchison and Troy Reeder as depth. in the linebacker room, in the defensive line room, especially in a game like this. It's going to be huge. But now you're talking about a fully healthy Rams team aside from essentially only Blake Corum and whoever else was on the IR. I believe it was Connor McDermott, Darion Kendrick, Trey Tomlinson. Not everybody has come back from IR. There were guys kept on there for the season and even before the season started. So I guess in that sense, there's injuries. But for the most part, to be this healthy going into a divisional round game, it may not stay this way. You know, it's going to be tough in the snow. Hope and pray that everybody's ACL stay intact and ankles and all of that, because it's not going to be easy. But this is as good as you could hope for. They had a lot of injuries coming into this season. They had a lot of injuries during the season. But the Rams are standing here as healthy as anybody going into the divisional round of the playoffs, one win away from going to the NFC title game. And with the 50-50 shot, if they win, of hosting the NFC title game at SoFi Stadium. It's been a season, but keep in mind, this is really good news. They're going to need all hands on deck against a very good Philadelphia Eagles team. But that's all I got for you guys. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. If you enjoyed this at any point, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button and also drop a comment. Curious what you guys think about that. But I know a lot of people, and I will say this, I'll have my little victory lap here. There were a lot of people that had issues with Ahkello Witherspoon, had issues with his coverage, had issues with his tackling, said he wasn't very good. This guy should be starting over him and so forth. And I'll tell you, this week, my DMs have been flooded by those same types of people who didn't want him. And now they're like, please tell me he's going this Sunday against Philly. There you go. So we'll see how things go. I have a good feeling about this weekend. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be way closer than the Vikings game. The snow is more of an equalizer for the Rams than the media will give them credit for, because everybody is still stuck in the idea that this is a, high octane passing attack and this slows them down. No, I think the snow really plays to what this team is this year. Very unconventional, but physical football team on both sides. And I think that's what we're going to see. So anyway, that's it. Appreciate you guys. Again, be sure to drop a comment. And of course, this video, like usual, this video is brought to you by BetUS. Take care, folks. Later. Just a reminder, my brand new channel, The Lounge, is underway. We have 3 videos so far. We're going to have plenty more interviews with some incredible people. Already have 3 great interviews. Be sure to check it out. Almost at 600 subscribers, trying to get to 1,000 to get monetized. So if you could do me a favor and subscribe over to this channel, that would be great. In case you guys haven't noticed, I do have a Discord channel for my community on this channel. And if you want to be a part of it, it is free. The link is in the description below. You can sign up. This is basically a 24/7 Rams channel, and we are almost at 1,100 members. So if you want to be a part of it, just hit the link in the description below.